Okay, I'm in Liberty, Washington, by Blewett Pass. This is Doug Stevens, doing a little video, just kind of show some people here, different things. I found a good little area, and I'm actually going in layers. I'm using the Braun 2.5-inch dredge. I love it. This weekend we just had our gold dredge camp. Fantastic weekend, family, friends, all that kind of fun stuff. Some of the great questions I have is flow and stuff like that on these, and some people run them way too fast. You can actually blow your gold out. Now Braun has done multiple tests on these units on high, low, and everything. My personal opinion, I'm going to state that, is these are great machines, but angle and flow, the two biggest keys. Now if you're in Liberty, you get a lot of fine wire gold. Now my personal opinion, I like my dredge close to the water. As you can tell, not a whole lot of angle to it, but I'm having great results. I've got the 2-inch pump. You can buy those at Prospectors Plus. They try to keep those in stock as much as they can. I like the 2-inch personally because I can do a lot more different things with it. And on the average, I run that about maybe half throttle, just a smidge under, I'd probably say. It's a 2-inch inlet. And I have a reducer on the top right here for 1.25 inch out. As you can probably see there with the quick releases, makes it a lot nicer. So I'm running 1.25 ID, which is inner diameter, out to a flare jet that I made. I'm trying to design my own stuff, kind of having fun with it because, well, that's what I like to do. And the ID of the tube it goes into is exactly 1 inch, so I'm having a lot more pressure just at the last little bit, as you can probably see better here. So where the hose is, it's 1.25 inch ID on the hose and 1 inch ID on the jet. And the tubing I'm using is 2.5 inner diameter with 2.5 inch inner diameter hose. I'm using 20 feet of line plus the flare jet, so I'm about a little over 21 feet. I love the design of the Braun. Underneath here, you can't really see it, but I do have some flakes in here. It's kind of hard to see on this, but I've got a few flakes in there also. Shadow's not helping me none. But you can see the trap works really, really well here. Got lots of stuff under here. Works really, really well. The nice low angle. Actually, this is kind of sunk in. I mean, normally I don't have any water in here because it's sitting with the creek. So I'm using the lower flow, but I'm getting fantastic suction at the edge. I'm just having a real good time with it. Right down the creek, right down over here past my bucket screen is a deep hole. We ran a 4.5 inch different style of dredge there, which Prospectors Plus and Braun actually designed the ripple setup in here. The screen setup like this is more aggressive than this because it's a big 4 inch for higher flow, bigger rocks to go through. I've had a really good time this summer, or this weekend I should say. Originally, where this hose runs to right through here, the gravel bar, the bar say, was all above water, all the way basically along the hose and then straight up to the bank right here. So I've dropped that down probably about 2 feet, ran all the way up where I'm at. I found a good spot in some areas. I'll kind of do little test holes and I'll actually hand pan some of that as I go. But I'm finding where I had a nice layer on top. I've also found a layer variance, which it always varies along the side here, as you can see. Some areas are 6 inches, some areas are 10 inches thick. Where it drops down, I'm actually getting a really good fat layer of like the ponderosa, the big long pine needles and pine cones, and underneath that I'm getting up anywhere a variance of 6 to 10 to up to 12 inches of basically pure sand. Then under that I'm actually getting some of the smaller rocks and some of the decent ones, and then I'm actually getting down to some of the test holes where I've got some of the bigger ones. So what I'm doing is we call that overburden. I'm taking all that out, cleaning all that through, so my next step down to the next 2 feet I'm going to be holing out some of the bigger rocks like this and bigger, and not a lot of the small stuff. And that's going to be where your better chance of having gold at, is in the bigger rocks. So I just wanted to share that with you. And as you can see by the muddiness of the water, we've got a couple dredges up there. It's just a beautiful area. So, I'm Doug Stevens, and I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thank you.